showdown between Ronda Rousey and Chris Cyborg. Well, it's amazing to think what could have been and how long it took Chris Cyborg to finally get to the UFC in 2016. Largely, she has made up for lost time. This is as intimidating a physical freak of nature as we have in the women's game.
How do you make up for lost time? You put a stamp on everything that you do. And that's what Chris Cyborg did, from winning the UFC title, even going all the way back to Strikeforce. Cyborg was already considered one of the greatest mixed martial artists in the world. You know when you watch a Cyborg fight, you're about to watch brutality. And until Amanda Nunes matched that, everybody else just folded. Chris Cyborg is a dominant force of nature, and she will look to show that this evening.
She had an unbeaten streak from 2005 to 2018. It will go down in history as one of the greatest runs the women's game has ever seen. All right, here she is, big-time feel. No surprise there, the UFC Hall of Famer and former women's bantamweight champion, the great rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey is a box office hit. Every time her name sits atop the marquee, the stars come out.
Yes.
From her UFC debut with the quick submissions to Jean LaBelle standing next to the octagon with the timer. Everything was always a spectacle, and Ronda had the skills to back it up.
I remember being at weddings and bar mitzvahs back in 2011, getting texts from guys like Sean Shelby, dude, you gotta see what Ronda Rousey just did, and it didn't take her long to enter the mainstream, successfully defended the title several times. Ronda Rousey back and perhaps with a point to prove here tonight. All right, without further delay, let's get you tonight's tale of the tape. 4 years apart, with similar height and the same reach. All right, now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai fighter holding a professional record of 22 wins, 2 losses, and 1 no contest. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Huntington Beach, California, USA, Christian Cyborg Justino. And now introducing your opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a judo wrestler, holding a professional record of 12 wins, 2 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, presenting the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World, Rowdy Ronda Rousey! And when the action begins, a referee in charge, Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready?
All right, so here we go. It's a women's super fight of the highest order. We are sold out in this arena, as you might expect. And for all of those people who criticize Ronda Rousey for not taking the Chris Cyborg fight, put this in your pipe and smoke it. She took the challenge.
She will always step up to the challenge because she is a competitor. Cyborg called her name so many times that Ronda eventually answers. And the reason Chris did, the reason Chris kept asking for this fight is because she just thinks she's better. Tonight, she gets to prove that she's a better mixed martial artist than Ronda Rousey. Fantastic takedown, man.
Lands to the body there. Oh, nice job by her there. You see how strong she is. Her opponent's trying to control posture, unable to do so.
Now she can get to work at putting the money in the bank in that ground and pound.
Money in the bank. Man, she is just non-stop on the ground, moving in all the right directions. Another nice transition by her there.
She's moving a lot, but every movement has purpose.
Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright. And she connects with a punch there. We'll see if she can follow it up now.
She's been landing at a super high rate. She's in a great flow right now. She is such a diverse striker that big strike landed, and it looks like she's gonna finish this fight.
Throwing haymakers out of the exchange. Lands a huge right hand. Knee to the body. Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, she postures up here, DC, we'll see if she can get those ground strikes going.
Watch for the huge elbows that she's known for.
Ooh, how about that reversal by her there, champ?
That is a fantastic transition by this young lady. What a job.
Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on the ground.
She looks like a master of grappling with the...
Well, Rousey's looking for an arm bar here.
Attacking arm bar.
Nicely done. Oh, sage work from the bottom here as she tags her with the punch. Lands flush with that right hand. 45 seconds remain in the round. Back to her feet now. Good sign for her there.
Beautiful kick.
Rousey gets in the clinch. Let's see if she
It's
can
the
make
same
her leg
story,
down.
just told on a different day. Takedown after takedown after takedown.
Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here. Just beautiful. Oh, saved by the bell. Round over. And the finish came just in time. Thought maybe she might tap there, but you know how tough she is. So the submission attempt right at the end of the round, saved by the bell. Back to the stools they go. We'll see if she can recover in time for this next round. All right, let us now check out some of the action from that round, DC, and what a display of striking for her.
Yeah, she did a fantastic job of finding her spot, putting herself in position where she was the one landing and really dictating the pace of the fight. She did a great job of mixing up everything to get in control.
You ready? You ready?
Second round underway.
Big kick lands.
Right on the button.
Right back in the clinch. Look for the backhand to get very active. Great punch.
Back in the clinch now. Left punch followed by a right. Nice 1-2 there by Cyborg. Rousey gets hit by that leg kick. I'm not sure her striking has ever looked better, DC, finding the range with relative ease here tonight. Oh, she goes to the ankle pick. I don't know if she's doing that because you're in the commentator's booth tonight, but you got to appreciate that.
Call me entertained. Anytime I get to see something like that, I applaud it. Hats off to you, young lady. Oh, nice.
Submission defense there. All right, she's in full guard here, DC, but you know she passes as well as anybody in this division.
Oh, man, when she gets to the ground, she has an amazing ability to just be advancing or thinking advancement every single time. But her opponent has a great ability and a great sense of anticipation that when you try to go, she's able to get back to her feet, escape, and get to where she's comfortable.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now.
Those punches to the body are really starting to take its toll.
That's a big hook.
Good punch.
Able to land, but barely with that front kick.
Another big takedown.
Well, she went to the straight left, unable to connect. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Oh, just out of range with that right hand.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Oh, she leapt at her and lands the diving punch to the head. Cyborg's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. All right, so the fighters are in the clinch again, DC. I get tired just watching these situations.
It's exhausting. This is a position where you are constantly draining at the gas tank of your opponent. Good punch landed. Most guys aren't even willing to try anything like that, John.
All right, let's check out some of the action in that previous round, DC. She certainly kept the stat trackers busy with all those takedowns.
All those takedowns, and some really nice takedowns. She did a great job of level changing, getting into her opponent, not allowing her opponent to move in before she can secure her takedown.
You ready?
5 minutes to go. All right, so she continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like she did in the previous round. As efficient as any striker in the division, this is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that one. Oh, beautiful straight right hand. Trying to find a home for that right hand. Oh, some scrambled eggs.
I mean, that is a big shot to the head. I cannot believe she's still standing. Oh.
Huge shots there. Well, she's already landed several big takedowns, and there's another one. So you gotta like what you're seeing here. This offensive wrestling is on point.
It's unbelievable. The variety of takedowns is what I am truly a fan of. It's not just one thing. She is doing different approaches, different takedowns to really, really confuse her opponent.
Going for an arm bar now. Oh, nice job by her. Nicely done. Usual suffocating work from the top here by Ronda Rousey. Oh, her ground and pound is on point here. She's made this a focus going in to make these strikes count. Certainly doing that tonight.
She's making each and every one of them count. Doing a very, very good job of landing shots, landing them in combination, and making them all matter.
Wow, is she applying a lot of pressure here? I'm not sure how much her opponent can take. Clear sense of urgency here as she tries to make sure the judges stay out of it. Rousey gets caught with that punch. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Again, in the clinch.
Oh, lands a hip toss now. How good is her movement here on the ground, right? Shades of Ray Borg, just transitioning so beautifully.
Yeah, she's so good at transitions and movement. Her ability is unmatched.
We'll see if she can set up the armbar now.
An attacking armbar.
Nicely done. All right, so the fighters go the distance. Pretty competitive fight, but certainly there was a striking advantage, and it was hers.
The advantage belonged to her, and you knew the longer she would be able to keep this fight upright, the better the chances were that she was going to get the victory. This fight never hit the ground, and she used that striking to win a pretty easy decision.
All right, it looks like the official decision is in. Yes, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Christian Cyborg Justino.
All right, so she finally cracks a smile there. She gets her hand raised by unanimous decision, and certainly at times looked like maybe the finish would materialize. It didn't. Nonetheless, she gets a W, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day.
If you were waiting for that smile, it wasn't going to happen until the fight was over. Now she can relax a little bit as she wins a unanimous decision. I thought that this was one of her best performances to date.